It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theater, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. Don't even try. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
And the Merman. Hey, you're wearing a Film Rage t-shirt.
Imagine that.
Can people get those somewhere?
I don't know. Jim was an expert on that one. Red bubble, tea topic, something.
Yeah,
or
all
other.
the red bubbles and tea topics.
Whatever those.
Tea topics?
Whatever
Let's
those
go to our
things are.
website.
Oh yeah, just go to our
find
website.
Whatever those are.
Cool. All right. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, or at least our intros, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or support us and join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/FilmRageYYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible film. And we'll watch it if it played anywhere in a cinema in the world. Now, let's get to raging. With the amazing moment predict, with the amazing moment predict, with the predict rage, or will he predict a mundo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce saw at the movies? Here he comes now, better watch out, kids. He's coming swimming to you. Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little hearts. Just a reminder to people, this literally is our listeners' favorite segment. I get it all the time on social media.
I still find that hard to believe.
They're like, it's the song. It's all about the song.
Must be you guys singing it then.
Well, it's also
Because I despise that song.
this is like the best song. I just listen to it on repeat at home
I'm sure you do.
in my bathtub.
All right, so you guys went to 3 movies.
We did.
Once again, I went to none. Even if I did have spending money that I could go to movies with, these 3 wouldn't appeal to me at all. So
What?
first one, of course, was the big deal, Moana 2.
Duh.
Because they always need sequels when they're animated.
Always.
With, of course, Dwayne The Rock.
Rock.
And from what I heard, it made like $300 million over the weekend. So
That's
I get-
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
whatever. So I guess it put butts in the seats, even if it was a cartoon.
You know what? That's all that matters right now is keeping those cinemas
yeah,
alive.
but they have to put this stuff out to get them there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a sequel to a movie I never saw in the first place, and I'm sure it had interesting numbers and musical things. And apparently, one of them is "Can I get a hooey" or something like that, whatever the hell that means. It's a whole Hawaiian thing, which I am not Polynesian, so I don't understand. But
I don't think I've ever had a hooey.
apparently,
I
you
had
should give a hooey. Apparently.
I had a Huey just last night
There you go.
when I was in my
No,
bathtub.
sorry, I think it's chewy. Not that I care. Whatever it's called.
Oh.
Hooey? I don't know.
Oh, I've given myself a chewy.
Who hasn't?
Anyway, I don't know. It's animated. Don't think it was stupendous story-wise. I mean, and probably had a lot of musical numbers. So let's go double man with that one.
All right.
Yes.
Bryce is excited.
The G, which I have no freaking idea. I mean, I saw the trailer like literally, an hour
Got Dale
ago.
Dickey in it.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, she's awesome.
It must stand for grandma because it looks like it's a grandma who kicks ass.
I like Dale Dickey.
Because she's got a shotgun and
There ain't nobody
she's-
better.
Apparently, she's not a nice person. So whatever.
Yeah.
That's what she
I mean,
says.
yeah, I know.
She
it's-
says it
Ish.
twice in the trailer. I'm not a nice person. She says.
Ish.
So there you go.
But she's a good person to have on your side.
Yeah, totes.
So she's like Liam Neeson, but a female.
No.
She's
So much better.
she's so much better than Liam Neeson.
I don't know. I'm sure you guys.
Plus, I
loved it.
guarantee
Let's-
she could kick Liam Neeson's ass.
For shits and giggles, let's just go double mondo.
Okay.
I'm tired of giving out man.
So tired.
Then we got Maria, which is Angelina Jolie. as an opera singer.
Right.
Yes.
I know.
Apparently a real one. It's a biopic of some kind.
Yes.
I tell you, if you like your lip syncing, you're
I'm
gonna love
fairly
this movie.
certain that Angelina Jolie does not know how to sing. So
She
I'm
can
sure-
lip sync with the best of them, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I go to the movie
There
for, to
was
see
there
somebody
was
lip
one
sync.
scene for about a half a second. It almost looked like she was singing.
She was trying.
Almost.
And then I was like, you know what this reminds me of?
But then,
Ashley Simpson.
yes,
Ashley Simpson,
I
the
tell
less
you.
famous Simpson.
But yeah, whatever.
Angelina Jolie. I mean, she's not exactly the world's greatest actress anyway. So
Isn't she?
Isn't she?
just to round it out, let's go double rage.
Wow.
There you go.
All right.
Hot take. Hot take.
A little bit of everything, and that's how many shits I gave about that.
I'm feeling pretty groovy.
I am too.
I'm a little more giddy than when we got here.
Yeah,
I'm
almost-
I'm the same.
Bryce had to work with some anger issues.
Yeah, me and Bryce almost got into fisticuffs.
Yeah, whatever.
That's awesome.
It was the best. Anyways, you're gonna intro everything just so you
All
know.
right. Okay. Sounds good.
Newsflash.
Newsflash. Bryce is dialing it in. All right. So, okay. First of note, I never saw the original Moana.
I didn't until a couple weeks ago.
It was on
Okay.
TV recently.
Well, did you even get to watch it all? Because didn't you say you fell asleep like
oh
six
yeah,
times
that's
in it?
well. No,
So
I
have you
fell
actually
asleep.
seen it?
Well, no, I haven't seen the end.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've seen
you
the
missed
first.
the best part then.
I've definitely seen the first 20 minutes.
Okay. And maybe
I may have kind of in and out of conscious for the middle 40 minutes, and I don't think I saw anything in the last part.
Well, there you go.
But
Well,
I think that pretty much set me up for this one.
well, probably. But you know what? You need to go back and watch the last, I don't know, 10 minutes because it's got Jermaine Clement in it as a giant crab.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Shadows guy.
That is what
that
we
is
do in the
Shadows
shadows.
Okay,
Yes.
then.
Flight of the Conchords guy.
Flight of the
He even
Conchords
sings.
guy.
He even
That
sings.
dude.
He's so good.
So, knowing that I hadn't seen the original,
Mm.
and apparently Bryce only saw some of the original,
Yeah.
I was a little bit lost at the beginning of Moana 2. I'm not going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
No surprise. It's Disney.
Yep.
It assumes that every movie they have made, that everyone has
Everyone's
seen the
seen it.
prequel.
Yeah.
In case you can't see me right now, my eyes are like rolling around in their head.
It's not a prequel. It's just the first movie.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, look.
It's the OG.
A prequel is when you make a movie and then you release the movie after it that's actually took place before
Yeah,
the
and you
first one.
recast it as younger
That's a
people.
prequel.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what?
You're all confused.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was confused when I watched this movie.
All right.
But in this one, it felt like a pretty traditional tale of Hawaiian Islands. Although I'm not an expert, so I don't know.
No.
The storyline it brings was kind of interesting enough and brings a family together to solve a problem. What problem, you ask? Extinction of a culture. If they cannot connect with other people, they will be going extinct. The voice actors are typical Disney feel. The chicken and the pig are cute, and everything the chicken does is adorable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who Maui was when we learned that there was a guy named Maui,
Yeah.
but he was played by Dwayne The Rock.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Say it right.
Sure, okay. Yeah, that guy. What significance he even has from the first one, because guess what? I didn't know because I hadn't seen it. Yeah. So, just a
Alan
hint.
Tudyk played Hey Hey. I can't believe that Alan Tudyk. It's not like
Alan Tudyk.
I know it's not like he's like. It's weird that he
He
played
has like
Hey Hey.
done like a dozen voiceover stuff, like every animated thing out there.
Yeah, but he's
usually part of it.
just a stupid bird that like gets into.
Yeah, but he's probably got some sarcasm and wit.
No, but he doesn't say
He
anything.
doesn't say anything. He just makes noises.
Just makes
Oh, he
noises.
doesn't actually
Yeah.
talk?
No,
Well,
that's why it's weird that they
that's
get
a
Alan
waste.
Tudyk to do
That's a
that.
Because
waste.
Anyway, sorry, I
no one
got
can
distracted.
do chicken like Alan can.
Anyways,
it's
go
a-
ahead. Sorry, I got distracted.
It's
So
a paycheck.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. So just a hint, Disney.
Yeah.
Maybe put something in the beginning if you continue to make these, and I'm putting in heavy quotes here, TV series type movie channel
To get us up to
things.
speed?
Yeah, so that it'd be something like potentially like the weekly TV shows when we were kids, where it was like
On last week's episode.
Last week on Moana.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Which it just kind of felt like this could have been one of those ones, because, Disney does that. Well, they just go, I'm going to release this on Disney Channel. Whatever.
Yes.
The music is very musical kids show feeling, and none of the songs stood out as ones I would want to listen to ever again. On judging as to who would appreciate this film, I feel as follows. People who actually like Disney cartoons already, kids maybe who are 8, and for parents, there was not anyone in this show that would annoy you to the point of filling you with rage. I don't feel the production values are good, and once The Rock shows up and he does what he does best, and as expected, everything goes as planned with a few bumpy waves, including hilarious blow-darting coconut-wearing monkeys.
Yeah, they were good.
Giant sea clam monsters, an evil bat lady, sea beasts, curses, and assorted things to make kids scared for a few minutes. Till something funny happens again, and then they're happy. So, I didn't mind it. It really isn't for me, though, but it's well done. It's just one of those ones that it's like, I don't think I'm the intended audience. Well, I know I'm not the intended audience. I mean, if my grandson was old enough, I would take him to this.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a meh, I guess, but I guess it's a low meh, because, I can't see parents loving this.
No, they're not going to love this. But everything you're saying is absolutely true, though. It's harmless. There are entertaining little bits in it. As a, full-fledged movie, I can't imagine any adult genuinely finding this. There are some that you go with your kid, and you're gonna enjoy it equally to your kid enjoying it.
Yeah.
I guarantee your kid's gonna enjoy this more than you did.
Yes, 100%.
But it's not bad.
It's not Sonic
and
1
it's
or
done
2.
well. And just like the first one, I like the fact that there isn't really a villain per se. There's a bunch of people that kind of seem like villains at first, but then when you get to know them, they're actually not. They're all just trying to do their best.
Yeah.
And it's it's got that weird dynamic, just like the first one did, where there is no real villain. There's some people that are perceived as villains, but then you learn about them, you get to know them, and you're like, oh, that's why they're doing this, and this actually makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then they talk to each other, and then all of a sudden they're friends. And you know what? It's nice.
Yeah.
Although it's a nice movie.
In the first one, I was kind of impressed that they killed somebody off. In this one, I was like,
and nobody gets murdered.
No one gets murdered in this one.
I would hope not. It's a cartoon.
Well, no, Disney likes to kill people. Well, back in the day, Disney used to kill people all the time.
They're killing
people.
Killing moms.
They scarred me for life when I was a child.
Time.
Thank you very much.
But
Dumbo and Bambi, and I'm like, those are all very scarring movies.
Yeah.
This is, kind of entertaining. It's not the worst. If you got a kid, they want to see it, go with them.
Yeah.
Typical
It's fine.
Disney fluff.
You'll forget every song.
You'll forget everything, but your kid will probably love it.
Yep.
And you're not going to be like yanking out your hair going, this is so awful.
Yeah.
It's fine. And the Rock's the Rock, as you say. And Hey is hilarious. And the pig is funny. So, meh.
Pig and chicken. Or as The Rock called them, bacon and eggs.
Yeah.
Nice. Can I Get a Chi-Hoo?
Yes.
Is the name of the song, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love to get a Chi-Hoo.
That is a thing I would like to unpack a little bit, is just what in their right mind did they think that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson could actually sing?
Probably can. You probably can.
Because I think in the first one there is a song he sings,
fine.
but I'm 100% guaranted that's not him singing.
There's at least 2 or 3 songs in this one, apparently.
Yeah, they're not good. They're
whatever.
definitely not good.
Probably holds his own.
All right, the G.
The G.
Okay, so you want to know about the G-mer?
Sure.
Okay.
It's grandma.
So if Canada took I Care a Lot,
Okay, I like that movie.
and John Wick's mom,
Okay.
and then made a movie,
Oh,
you have the G.
okay then.
We got evil guardianship criminals who decided to fuck with the wrong G. This has a real Canadian film drama feel to it, even though it takes place in the US. But our lead, played by the awesome Dale Dickey, does an awesome job of carrying around resting potty mouth bitch face for an entire movie, where she has a husband she's not very wifely to, and a daughter she is estranged from. But her saving grace is she has a granddaughter that cares for her, and their bond is super strong. The story has a ton of holes, and there are some issues with the lighting and some of the edits. But you know, my love of ladies who kick ass and punch dicks, we haven't seen a lot of that lately. Well, when they have grannies who do that, along with grannies who have promiscuous sex in the old folks' home, I could not be happier. There was some funny bits, both to laugh at and laugh with. And although I expected it to get more action as it went on, it did drive enough suspense that I wasn't bored. I actually really liked this film. There's a lot of holes and a lot of problems with it, but I really enjoyed it. I thought she was so good. Like,
Yeah.
Dale Dickey in this is just so brilliant, and she just carries this whole movie on her shoulders. It was man. I liked it.
There you go. Yeah, Dale Dickey is so good in this. And yeah, I mean, anytime you get geriatric sex, I mean, that moves the movie up 3-4 notches.
Oh yeah,
easy.
it almost made it Mondo if
Yeah.
it had another sex scene.
Especially when, Joseph is played by Rock LaFortune, which is one of the greatest actor names ever.
Oh, totally.
But yeah, the scene with the G and Joseph making sweet love, that was worth the price of admission alone.
Totally. Especially he took her places I don't think her husband did for a long time.
Indeed. So yeah, I mean, this movie the whole way I enjoyed through the whole thing. And as you say, yeah, there's some little holes here and there, but it looked good. It was well acted. Dale Dickey was amazing. Like, she was so good in this.
And we got a private viewing.
Yeah, and we got a private viewing of it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was fantastic. There were too many holes to say that, but it was a high math for me. I really enjoyed it. If they would have just tweaked a couple little things with it, it could have got to a Mondo.
Yeah,
but it was,
I think so too.
But yeah, it's worth watching just to watch the performance of Dale Dickey. Quite honestly, she is so good in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was meh.
Yeah, that's double man, Mur. And the G was Granny.
The G
I
was.
assumed as much.
You were right.
Yep.
All right, so Maria. Okay, biopics really are a bit of a funny beast. They are often either a love letter to the subject,
Yeah.
or telling their story. Sometimes it's their whole story, and sometimes it's a small piece of their story. Maria Callas was an interesting person from what we learn in this biopic. In the last parts of her life, as her body is falling apart, we are given glimpses of who she once was, the trauma from which her talent was created, and we are given glimpses just into her whole world. At the same time, we saw that although she seemed to like to torture her two servants, maid and butler, played by Alba Rockwasher and Pier Francesco Favino, that she had a deep love for them. And they had this relationship where they were her everything at the last part of her life. The humor in this is subtle at times and playful, particularly in regards to her interactions with her servants. How many times he moved that fucking piano, I just thought I would
So good.
laugh my ass off. We got snippets of her life mixed with her meandering around Paris, in and out of reality.
in what can only be explained as beautifully shot. The cinematography is fantastic, and the style of shooting goes from black and white to sepia to other forms of gray or greatness. I can't even explain it. And often not very full dynamic color, but still it's Paris, and it's a great city to see, even if not in bright and robust color. But then again, that's not how I see Paris when I've been there. It's not. It's kind of a brown city, other than you see a little bit in the trees and stuff that you get. So Angelina was, it was by far the best performance I've ever seen her in. However, I really didn't buy that she was singing all the way through
Who
this, and it was
cares?
kind of annoying to me. I kind of wish they hadn't tried.
Cares?
No, okay, making a point here, because you didn't need to show her sing so much, and I'm coming to a reason why. I really did like a lot about this production of this film, but I found it needed to be shorter, and if they would have taken out a lot of her, they would have taken out a lot of her trying to lip sync poorly. It could have made it. I couldn't get it to a Mondo. This was a high met for me. It was, if this was edited to a tight hour and a half, this definitely would have made it to a Mondo for me, because the style and feel was definitely fantastic. Probably one of the best stylistic biopics I've ever seen. I got some unpacking, but I could not get past the fact they had way too much singing of her just lip syncing, which fucking totally annoyed me. On top of that, they could have just taken those scenes out, showed her from back. Who cares? Don't make it look like she's. No, it took me out of the movie. No,
Didn't take me out at all.
Yeah.
Hey, trivia question.
yeah,
Pablo Larraín, director. Do you know what he directed?
no.
Movie that you really want me to see.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I should have looked
El
at that
Conde.
before. Yeah. Well, now you're gonna want to go see El Conde.
Now I really do. I really do now. Because I thought this was brilliant from start to finish. All of the reasons that you said, the lip syncing didn't bother me.
Well, you're dumb.
The performances were amazing. Pier Francesco Favino as her butler, caretaker, he kind of did everything. Her friend, her confidant. He is so good. The way that she abuses him, but you know that there's this underlying love that's there.
Yeah.
So good. What was her name? The housekeeper, Alba
Rockwell.
Yeah, she was amazing too. I loved the pace of this film. I loved as you say, the way that we went from the black and white to the color, and the way that the colors were saturated. It was a beautiful film for me to look at. I really enjoyed the look of this film.
Yep.
I enjoyed the transitions.
Yep.
And Angelina Jolie, she has now done something that she can look back on her career and say, I had one of the best performances that an actor can have. She is amazing in this.
Yep.
I was so impressed with her, and I don't know that I've ever been impressed with her. She's always been fine. She's never made a movie worse by being in it.
Yep.
But this, she was amazing in.
Yeah, I totally agree.
This was such a good movie. This was absolutely Mondo for me. This is one of the better biopics that I've seen in years.
Yeah, I
it.
think it's one of the best. I could not get past the length of this. It was over 2 hours.
It needed to be longer.
It did not need to be 2 hours, and it didn't need her crappy lip syncing. It just really didn't.
That crappy lip syncing was fine.
It was not this is the same person. This is the same person that will pick apart a biopic where they have someone performing, and he's like, I couldn't get past the fact that it didn't sound live enough, and that he's going to look.
But that was, what was that movie? That was awful.
That was
One
Ziggy
Love.
Marley one.
Yeah, One Love. See, I think it was the Bob Marley.
Oh, it's one of the Marleys. Yeah, so
the
he
Ziggy
can
Marley
get
biopic
irritated
hasn't come out
because
yet.
of that, but he couldn't get past the fact
that
that
was
everything that
ridiculous.
she sang was canned, and her lip syncing was awful.
It was fine.
It was not fine in any way, shape, or form.
Yes. All right.
Is that it?
I think so. Did I have anything else to unpack?
No unpacking?
Oh, yeah. I don't feel like there was some characters in there. Like, I don't know why they threw in JFK also. That didn't even, it's like, I think they were just putting things in there to make her go, oh, she was famous because she knew these people, and that shows her attitude. But some of that stuff, I just couldn't. I was bored by an hour and let's say 40 minutes.
I wasn't bored for 1 millisecond
You
of this
should have
movie.
been, 'cause it was
This
so
movie just. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a slow moving movie, but it's because you can just sit there and let the beautiful shots just wash over
Yeah,
you
that was cool.
and watch the amazing performances
Imagine if it was an hour and 30 minutes, how great
just
it
the
would have been.
scene. Every single scene was so good.
It was so well shot, yeah.
Everything that oh
It
man,
was just 20 minutes to half an hour too long.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. And then the lip syncing. Remember the lip syncing?
I do. The lip syncing. It was. Don't get me wrong. Lip syncing wasn't great, but who cares? It's fine.
How you just randomly pick things out of your
Because
ass about the things
sometimes
that annoy you?
stuff annoys me and sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time you annoy me, but
it's-
sometimes you don't.
Totally random every time.
Yeah, it kind of seems a little random. It's
very
it's almost like
random.
Whatever.
based on how he feels that
How
day.
it feels that day or in that moment. Yeah.
Nice.
I know not of what you speak.
Apparently not.
Well, I got some annoying crap for you.
Oh,
all right.
nice. We love annoying crap. Oh wait, is this what's coming up next? I love the
is.
annoying crap.
Last week I came across a movie starring my favorite actor, Ewan McGregor,
What? I thought it was John Candy.
that I hadn't seen. He's one of my favorite movie stars. I'm talking
Oh.
about actors.
Oh,
As much as I love John Candy, he wasn't really an actor.
he was a
He
comedian.
was an entertainer.
I don't know.
Ah, gotcha.
Anyway, I hadn't seen this movie. I heard about it, never saw it.
Is it with Down with
Before
Love?
I tell you I saw that one. Before I tell you the name of this movie, it also features Antonio Banderas
What?
and Michael Fassbender
What?
and Channing Tatum
the Tatums?
and Bill Paxton
Oh.
and Michael Douglas. It was directed by Steven Soderbergh, whose resume also includes Traffic,
That's a hit or miss.
Aaron
It
Brockovich,
can be
Yeah.
really
the Ocean's
missed.
11 series,
the worst
and
movie.
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, the whole Magic Mike series. He did all of them. But the big deal with this film was one Gina Carano, a former MMA fighter with a 7-1 record, who went on to take on Deadpool and The Mandalorian. The movie is, of course, Haywire, which is
yeah.
also, coincidentally, the
I
name of
remember
one of my
Haywire.
favorite 80s bands from Prince Edward Island.
Oh,
Dance
God, really?
Desire. I freaking love that band.
Oh man.
Now, this film has a lot of things that my buddy Jim would like.
Oh.
Of course, the Tatum,
Yep.
some really good chicks kicking ass and punching dicks.
Nice.
Literally, she punches their dicks a lot.
Yes, I love that when they
and
punch dicks.
even some exotic locales. What it also has is a complicated and confusing plot that isn't really explained until a big drawn-out scene at the end, where the bad guy tells her the who, what, where, when, and why of her getting screwed over in the first place.
That was well done. I enjoyed that.
By then, I didn't really care.
I did.
The story wasn't original by any means. Much as I love Ewan McGregor, it's not his best work. He's been a bad guy before, spoiler alert, but he's done it so much better. Bill Paxton is barely in it, playing her dad.
Mm-hmm.
Banderas and Douglas were okay, but again, it felt a bit like they phoned it in.
They often do.
Tatum was Tatum, being all sexy and charming and
Nice.
sleeping with the main character before deciding to really screw her over. The Fassbender, again, merely a blip in this story. It really felt like Soderbergh called up all his famous actor friends to be in this movie just to give Carano a chance to kick their asses. Or their stuntmen, anyway. I love Gina Carano, love watching her fight scenes, but the woman just can't act.
Yeah, she's all
She certainly can't carry a movie with a supporting cast this good.
yeah.
So I can't get this film to a Mondo, but it's not really a rage either. I'm glad I saw it, but
Yeah.
I don't need to watch it ever again either. It was
good.
It was a meh.
I agree.
So
I'd say
that's
it was a
what I
meh.
watched.
That's
It was a man.
That's a three banger.
3 banger. Oh,
Hey, crank it up.
don't want to
it.
crank that up. I want to do something else.
Yeah.
Try that.
Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
Okay, my rage this week is all about Moana. Of course, as you said, Maria, it had like 300 million people go to this over the weekend.
And it's Disney.
And we had a private screening of the G.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, even though they're both meh, the G was 20 times better. We should have had a lot more.
Moana was probably in like 7 out of 10 screens.
Yeah, probably. But then on top of that, I just can't understand why. Well, I mean, I don't understand Disney at all. I just don't understand the model of just like this. The movie is really just like a TV show. It really is. They don't have to put any thought into any of these things. They just throw in some lovable characters, throw in people that remember from before, and then let's just crank out another sequel. It's just. But what's most annoying about it is that they didn't give you any backstory to it. So for someone like myself, let's say it was a 5-year-old who'd never seen Moana.
First one, yeah.
Yeah, they come into this, they're not even going to have a clue what's going on.
Well, it's a lot what Disney does with Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah.
They have all these other TV series which you can only watch on their streaming service. And if you don't watch those, you can't understand what the hell's going on because they throw a bunch of Easter egg crap into the next theatrical ones. Yeah, they don't care.
So speaking of not knowing what the hell's going on, so is your rage that Moana was like sold out and the G only had 2 attendees,
Yes,
or is your
that's one.
rage that there's no backstory?
That's another one.
Okay, it's your rage, not your rages.
I can have rages. You sometimes can't even find one rage. I've got lots of rage. I don't want to talk about the other rage, trying to teach you how to use Zoom. That was
I know how to use
third
Zoom.
rage.
Wait,
is
that's
Bryce
my
again.
third rage is Bryce.
Hey,
trying
so
to watch him how to
now
use.
we got 3 rages.
Yeah, the ultimate
Just
one
in
was
case you don't have any.
trying to get Bryce to figure out how to use Zoom.
Technology. Yeah.
What do you mean it's down? What do you mean it's downloading something? Why can't I press buttons?
They were throwing stuff around here, I tell you.
I wasn't throwing anything. I was ready to
throwing a hissy fit. You were throwing
something at Jim.
You were throwing a hissy fit.
I wasn't throwing a hissy.
It's my fault that Zoom didn't.
No, well,
update
you're
on his
sitting here.
computer.
All right. So my rage this week, I walk into Landmark Cinemas and they've got these new self-serve touchscreen kiosk things going.
What?
So I'm like, okay, well, let's try because we're at the showing of Moana and the lineup's like ridiculous. So maybe this will save some time. Go punch in the order, get to the end. It's like I can't scan my card.
Yep.
What's going on? Okay, fine. I start over. This time I scan my card first. It says, welcome, Bryce. I go through the whole thing. And price comes up at the end. I don't get my discount. Well, why did I scan my card? Okay, well, so that's fine. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. And then we just stand there waiting for our order, get my freaking order. I got to go through this stupid touchscreen thing, so I can't get it without ice, which I want to begin with. But it's like, whatever, that's fine. I won't get it with ice. No big deal. So I get my popcorn. I look at it, and I'm like, that looks kind of damp. I put my finger in it.
They put butter
I smell
in
it. They put butter on my popcorn. I didn't ask for butter on my popcorn. So I have to bring my popcorn back to them. I say, give me a popcorn without butter. I didn't ask for butter. It's like, oh, well, you can have it for free. I don't want it for free. I don't eat butter. Give me a bloody popcorn, dry popcorn,
happening right
please.
now?
So I was like, basically my rage truly is, along with all that other crap that happened, is the fact that I've got a Landmark, what is it even called? Landmark Extras?
Extras, sure.
Landmark Extras card that I'm supposed to get 20% off of my cost me
Concession.
$24 when it should have cost me $20. Should have got 20%
so
off.
You actually bought your stuff on the touch button.
On the app.
And it didn't give you any of your discount also.
On the touch screen,
Yeah.
And I went through the whole thing. The total came up, and I'm like, oh, that's crap. I can't scan my card anymore. Then I'm like, oh, you can scan your card right there. So then I deleted the whole thing and started over. Scanned my card. It said, okay, welcome, Bryce. So it knows I'm a member now, and still didn't give me a discount.
You know what? I bet you it's one of those secret things.
Every
that
time
they
I
only-
tried to
only-
use those, it doesn't work.
Yeah, we've never.
It's buffering.
Well,
for
no,
like 10
this
minutes.
it's not one of those, Murray. It's
Oh.
one of the big stand-up things,
Oh.
so you can order concessions.
Oh,
Just
okay.
concessions.
Oh, just concessions. Oh, I thought it was your
yeah,
movie ticket.
no.
Oh.
What do they call? They had a name for that.
I don't know. They got him at all the stupid. When we walked into that, I haven't been in a McDonald's for like years and years and years, except for with you. Walk in and you're sitting there punching the stupid
stuff,
screen.
yeah.
Nice.
It's one of those. But now
You know
it's
what?
at Landmark.
You know what I think it is? I think this is my guess as to why.
Uh-huh.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But they don't want you to do any of that stuff. They just want you to go on the app or online
Yeah.
and buy your
What's it
tickets.
called? Adam? Where you buy,
Yeah, Adam,
buy
that's
stuff
the
ahead
thing.
of time?
Yeah, I don't even know if that.
Then
I don't
line
think
up
that
on the-
works either.
then
I
line
think you
up
got
on the side,
I think if you got
pick it
a
up.
extras card, you probably have to go through their website.
I know,
Yeah.
I know you have to buy tickets on their freaking thing because you can't. I tried to use I don't have a big one as you guys, but still supposed to get $10 movies, and the people at the front counter don't know how to do that. So the only time I can use it is when I have freebies.
Yeah, I really think it's because they want you to.
And they're also cashless
Because
now,
I
too.
never have any problems, although I haven't tried. Well, yeah, because when you go up to the thing, they give it to you. So that,
Yeah.
whatever, they didn't program it right.
Yeah, no. When you go up to the
Because
concession
it literally
itself,
asks,
they scan your card.
You can scan it, and it says, "Yeah, welcome," and then you put in your order. It should be 20% off, and
Yeah.
it's not.
No, it works when I go up to the counter.
Well, yes,
Discount.
I understand that, but that's
yeah.
not what I'm not raging about. That I'm raging about these stupid kiosks that don't do
No.
it. So
okay,
next time, yes, I will be going up to the counter. I won't be using them anymore. The only reason I used it though is because the lineup was
lineup.
9
It was a
miles
huge
long
line,
because
'cause
it was for Moana.
full
So
of kids.
okay,
But then it didn't matter anyways because I was like 75th in line for the freaking order. I sat there and watched my numbers stay in the same place for like 10 minutes. Then slowly it creeped up, and finally it's like,
okay,
oh
so
boy,
it's like
I finally
a
get
whole
my
other
order.
process
It
now.
was a
like-
whole
yeah, it's
thing. It was a whole thing. So when he was ready to see Moana, he was already pissed off. So
Was that Shaughnessy or
No, it's the
Country Hills?
Market Mall. That's the worst one. That's the
Oh.
worst one.
yeah?
So Mark-
Plus, they don't have the freestyle soda, so basically they pour it for you.
Yes,
So,
they
yeah.
do.
They have
no,
the
I-
freestyle sodas now too.
No, they don't.
Oh,
No, I don't go
so
there
it's
unless
just
I.
the worst.
I don't go there unless I
Anyways.
have to.
Apparently, don't go to Market Mall.
I'm still gonna go there. It's like so close. I can
It's close to you, yeah.
Walk there in the summertime.
exactly, and I have.
I'm sure you have.
Sounds.
Sure, you've biked a few times too.
Once.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Well.
This was a bust.
Yeah. Well. So.
But it-
I'm
but it-
sorry.
But
Wait,
it, but
wait,
it wasn't
don't-
a bust.
don't let
Don't
that-
apologize.
wait, wait.
I give
'cause-
up.
No,
Wait,
don't
wait.
apologize because
Wait, wait,
I
wait,
wasn't
wait,
gonna
wait.
watch this movie, and then I had to, and I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. So before
The
we
movie's
get to
so
the movie,
good.
just reminding our listeners
Yes.
to go to our website, filmrageyyc.com. Go to our page called The Lists, and in there we have 5 lists. We have the mesmerizing, we have the repulsive, we have the doubted, and we have the undoubted. And then we have one that people used to be mesmerizing and they no longer are. So we've been trying to get 2 mesmerizing actors, if they're in a movie together, to mesmerize off. Sounds a little
Yes.
dirty, doesn't it? It's like,
No, it
come on, let's
doesn't
go.
at all.
Let's go mesmerize off
No.
in the corner.
No, that doesn't sound dirty. You're just being silly.
I think it sounds a little dirty.
No, it doesn't.
Well, anyway, so as Bryce has already kind of hinted with this movie, the Mur got us to watch Locke from 2013,
Yes,
which I also very much enjoyed this movie.
it was so good.
Because the only person that's in this movie is Tom Hardy.
That's it.
That's it.
You get Tom Hardy all the time.
all the time.
You get Tom Hardy talking to himself. You get Tom Hardy
Yep.
You get Tom Hardy talking to other people, but you just hear their voice because he's literally talking to him on the phone.
So yeah, Olivia Coleman's voice is in this movie.
Yes, multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times as she's giving birth to his baby.
Yes, baby.
This movie was so good.
This movie was so good. I can't believe that I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And
what? Some of
I am
those
so
British-
glad that I saw this. So thank you, Murray. Even though it was a total bust as a Mesmerized Off.
Like I said, I give up.
This was a really good movie.
Why are you giving up? You're
Don't
getting
give
us to
up.
still watch movies that we haven't seen.
And in this case, it was awesome.
Yeah, this would have
They're
been
literally
this
right beside each other in the listing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right beside each other. It doesn't say the voice of. It
Yeah.
says an actual actor.
Yeah, well, that
So
doesn't.
I assume they were sharing
Murray,
at least one
Murray.
scene together.
This
Murray,
isn't a
we're
judgment.
thanking you,
Like
dude.
the last 3 times I've.
And
I
we're not.
give up.
Hey,
we're not
hey,
No,
it's all
we're-
good.
I'm
It's
done.
all good.
Look-
No, you're not
No,
done.
you know what? You don't do enough already as it is, so you
Yeah,
can't.
you're not doing less.
I'm done.
No.
You're not doing less than you are.
That's it. I'm done.
Eventually, it's just going to be me doing everything by the
Yep.
sounds of things.
No, I'm done. I try and
We're
I
not-
try, and every time I
You know
strike out,
what?
apparently.
I don't know why you're getting upset about it because we were both happy.
Yeah,
that you
we were
got us
very
to watch
happy
it.
that you got us to
Movie, but
watch
That
this.
wasn't the point.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe Tom Hardy's just going to have to stay mesmerizing forever.
Well, apparently, because every movie I have him in, he doesn't act with anybody else in it.
Well, no. The last movie we got.
Last one he wasn't even in, apparently.
No, he was in it, but he was just a mask.
How do I know that?
You don't.
It's
I
like,
didn't remember
it's like
it
this
either.
was. It was like opposite. Like in that one, he was basically just a voice, and in this one, he was the whole movie. So
The good thing is that we get more Tom Hardy.
yes, there's nothing wrong with more Tom Hardy.
That's right. So, just for everybody's knowledge, we have a pretty jam-packed December with all the movies coming out. Plus, we got some special episodes coming out. We're going to be putting the lists on hold until the new year. So, Murray will have lots of time to find another Tom Hardy film for us. Or maybe an Olivia Coleman
Well,
film.
no, the problem is
Thanks,
that,
Mur.
that nobody else on our list acts with him in
Hey,
any other movie.
hey, Mur.
So I'm done. I'm out.
Mur, no,
You're done from
don't
Tom
be done.
Hardy.
We appreciate you, Mur.
Yeah, whatever.
You're done with Tom Hardy is what you're saying.
Apparently.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But we added
We got lots of other
we
people
added
on
some
the
other
list.
people on there. So we're good.
Yeah.
Last week on Rage or Dare, Bryce did what he does best, whine like a little bee. But, alas, he could not escape from the rage. He finally chose from Jim's bag of evil James Marsden films where he got the 2012 film Bachelorette. This week, it will be Jim's turn to rage or dare. If Bryce actually did the one thing he's responsible for, making Jim rage, Jim should be able to pick from his bag of evil rom-coms and musicals. But my guess is he will have to count on his 2 soldiers in the fight for rage, our Captain Fantastic Merman, and of course, me, your god of rage, Admiral Reliable, or in some circles, Captain Crunch. And no, you'll never know why. All right, let's see if our favorite cutie pie, James Marsden, can keep up his recent mess streak, and maybe we can take him off the doubted list, or if, as expected, gorgeous as he is, his manager probably yet again said yes to the first script that will pay him when he picked Bachelorette. Come on, Bryce.
Yeah. I'm disappointed in you, Jim, because is this a great movie? No, but this is not something that should be dared to watch. This isn't so awful that it's unwatchable. It had some likable characters in it. Isla Fisher as Katie was delightful. Kyle Bornheimer as Joe. He was lovable loser. Adam Scott as Clyde. Adam Scott's always good in everything he does.
He's pretty good.
Lizzie Kaplan, she was fine in this. Kirsten Dunst was annoying. James Marsden was about as annoying as he's ever been. I mean, he's adorable. I love James Marsden. Even when he's in bad movie, I'm like, you're so adorable. But in this movie,
He was not
He was
adorable?
not adorable. I was just kind of annoyed by him. But this still wasn't an awful movie. It's not good, but it's not awful. It's one of those movies where if you went to it, you're gonna laugh a few times. After it's done, you're gonna do what I did. You're gonna forget about it. But you're not gonna rage. It was meh.
Ah, well, okay, so that's a really good question. We got to actually go back and look at our James Marsden films. Because maybe James Marsden is no longer doubted.
I'm
think
pretty
He's given
sure.
2 Mez. If they were back to back and they was within his 8 films, he could be removed from the doubted list.
Is that the thing?
So over the holidays, Bryce is going to review that and get back to us when he refills my bag.
I think this was back far enough that there's no way this counted towards it. Anyways,
You know what? That'll be homework for you over the holidays when you're filling your
he's
rage
done,
bag.
He's done like 47 Sonic the Hedgehog movies, so no, there's no way that it was 2013. I think this was done in. It was going to be like 8,000 movies back. Which, by the way, he did have lots of mez then, because Anchorman 2 was meh, and Lee Daniels the Butler was meh, and Two Guns was meh, and Bachelorette was meh. Robot and Frank was Mondo, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was Mondo, but that was 2012. But yeah, that was a long time ago. Straw Dogs was before that. That was absolutely frickin'
You're gonna
rage.
have to go back and see the last 8.
Yeah, those are beyond the 8. So done.
What?
I'm finished. Those were beyond the 8, so it doesn't matter.
So he's still.
Bachelorette has no bearing on anything. It's more than 8 back.
Yeah, but we should probably look because he's been in another movie every 5 minutes.
Yeah, but they're all Sonics and they're all rages.
Sonics the last
He's
3
been
years.
in 47 Sonic movies.
And
so
there's another one coming.
That's 47 movies. They won't have to go 8 back, and he's done like 47 Sonic movies in a row. So we're good.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true. What am I gonna lie to you? Am I a liar now?
Sometimes.
I do not lie. I am
One,
I am worldly
2,
known as a teller of truths.
3,
It's what I'm known for.
4. Well, these are a lot of animated stuff.
You're animated.
It's true. It can be.
I'm pretty sure you didn't love him in Man of Steel.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Okay, stop wasting our time, Jim.
What?
I don't know what you're trying to prove.
We're done, right?
Well,
Well, what?
I still think you gotta. I think there's movies in there you haven't seen.
I
There's not a lot of Sonic.
I'm sorry, it's up to me to watch all the James Marsden movies?
Yep.
What, is that a rule?
You're the
No,
one that's giving him out
not-
mez like
that's not-
candy.
That's not a rule at all there, my
Because
friend.
you have 25 streaming services and technologies available to you. You can find anything. So there you go.
That's right. Did you see Disenchanted? That was a rage, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you're getting at.
I'm saying he's not in a lot of movies.
He's in lots of movies.
Is he?
Yes.
He's in animated movies.
He's in animated movies. He's also in non-animated movies.
Do your homework. That's all I'm saying.
How is it my homework? It has nothing to do with me.
You're the one that's in love with James Marsden now.
You are just ticking me off, man.
So, just like the list, we will be bringing the Rage or Dare back in the new year after our best of Mondo 2024 and Rage of 2024.
right.
Rage 5.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah. It's good stuff, man. Oh, you know what? That was more fun than it deserved to be. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer, the voice of Rage or Dare and our God of Rage. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We always want to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, please, please make us rage, and don't give us James Marsden movies. That's it for this week. Rage on!
Rage on.